What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 15 of the Dialed In Show. It's crazy to think that it's been 15 weeks already in 2025, or it might
Wow.
be
Yeah.
16. I think we
Wow.
started a week after.
Still, the year is flying by. It is April. That is true.
Anything special happened in your life since last week?
It's hot in more ways than
Is
one.
it really?
It is warm. I being transparent with you guys. I did a story this week that it's a very racially charged story that's going on in the Dallas area about the 17-year-old black boy who stabbed and killed a 17-year-old white boy in the bleachers at track meet. So I was in court with both families, and a judge who happens to be black reduced his bond. So it's just a very it's
Wait,
not a
the
story that I
the black
volunteered.
the
Huh?
black boy killed the white boy. The white boy killed the black boy.
The black boy killed the white boy.
Mm, why?
Long story short, there was a track meet. According to court documents, the black boy, his name was Carmelo Anthony. He was under
Wait,
another. Yeah, I know, and it happened the day Carmelo Anthony got in the Hall of Fame. He was, yeah, he was. It was a track meet. I don't know if it was raining or what, but they had different schools had tents in the bleachers. He was under another school's tent. He was told to leave, and some fight broke out, and allegedly and he pulled out a knife and stabbed the boy. The boy had a twin brother, but the boy died. And according to court documents, police said that the boy said I was doing it in self-defense. So when you get arrested, God willing, no one watching this gets arrested. When you get arrested, you just go before a quick judge and they set your bond. His bond was set at $1 million. Some murder cases bond is at 1 million, but for someone who's never committed a crime, and there's a lot of criteria that judges look at for bond. It's not about, oh, you killed someone, so you just get this. Um,
they got to
and
follow
so
precedent.
so the basically his new lawyer, because he had a set of lawyers, got a different lawyer. So 2 weeks later, fast forward to this week, there was a hearing Monday to reduce his bond. And the judge reduced his bond to 250,000, and he was released. House arrest and stuff. I mean, he's still going to go to trial and stuff. But it's turned into it happens to be in a very Republican leaning county, very Republican county. Um, and it's just social media, my notifications. Luckily, I don't have my notifications on, but when you do a story like this, everyone's replying, and so I've gotten some of everything type of reply. And then people have looked up and found out that the judge was black who reduces bond. So now people are saying they need to vote her out, yada yada yada. It's just like I said, being transparent with you guys, because that's part of the reason of the show. It was I've been doing news for since 2011. Like when I first started my job, yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to do the story. Now I'm like, I don't want to do the story. It ain't got nothing to do with. I just don't want to be thrown into the middle of that. But it was my turn to do the story, and so I did my job.
Mm,
But I'll send you the link to my story. Oh, just look at it on Instagram. I posted it. You can watch
I
the
don't
story.
know. What's going on at these track meets?
I know.
Assaults and now murders? Alleged.
I mean, he killed the boy, but he said, yes, it's all alleged until someone is convicted. And then people are saying I'm biased because I said he's accused of this crime. That is the legal jargon that you use. He is accused
He's not
until
been
he is
convicted yet.
tried and convicted. He is accused. That is, it's just it's funny. People are conveniently choose to know legal jargon or things when they want to. So sorry to start the show off on
Mm.
this. Because I'm serious. If you just search Carmelo Anthony with a K and Micah, you're going to go down a bad rabbit hole and just see a lot of stuff. A
I
lot of
just,
stuff.
y'all, I'm so used to asking Steven that question and he says no. So, like, nothing special happens. So, I wasn't expecting all of that.
Today drained me, literally. Like, we're going to talk about it in a second, but that Gail face that I
Mhm.
put in there, that's my face at work today. Well, Jesus. All right. On a lighter note. I mean, are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm in a different location. I snuck away to South Carolina. I was in Orangeburg for a play on Sunday. Um, and now I'm in Charleston. So snuck away for a couple days before our big weekend, Easter. But yeah, I'm good. Even though the moment I sneak away, um, stuff just going on with uh church members, and so you still got to be a pastor even if you're not in town.
Yeah.
But that's life.
All right. Well, let's try to raise the mood on this. Okay.
Yeah,
So we found some fun in the one has to go. This is a flip.
yeah, it
This is
threw
a
me off.
only one can stay.
I don't
This is
like
easy for me, and I know we're going to disagree. So, will you keep Lowry's seasoning, which is a staple in the black community? Mike's.
I'm sorry. Remind me to ask you and the audience something about peppermints. But go ahead.
Okay. All right. Lowry seasoning, Frank's red hot sauce, but I'm gonna just call it hot sauce. Lemon pepper seasoning, or ranch dressing. You can only keep one. Lowry's hot sauce, lemon pepper, or ranch. Mine is gonna shock you.
I don't think it is.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
Initially, I thought you was gonna say lemon pepper, but I feel like you might say ranch.
Ranch. And it's weird because I mean hot sauce is up there too, but I can do without hot sauce. I can do without Lowry's. You got other seasonings to help elevate. I'm saying you can put other things to season your food. I have
Yeah.
Lowry's that I barely touch in my cabinet.
If this was how we normally do it, one has to go hands down easily lemon pepper for me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I would
that
still
would be
have
easy.
Lowry's go if we had to do one has to go. You
But
could
one
use other seasoning.
but one has to stay. Hot sauce.
Wow.
I'm just trying to think of those, which would I use the most? And I think
You
hot
use
sauce.
hot
But
sauce more than ranch? Well, I don't know what you be putting ranch on.
yeah, that's what I would say.
I'm saying
Probably.
ranch can go on a lot of stuff, and ranch can substitute for a lot of things as well. Like you're gonna laugh.
Ketchup.
Like I've had. Oh well, yeah. But I'm talking about like I thought I made quesadillas the other day, and I thought I had sour cream, and I ran out, so I used some ranch.
I see. Yeah.
This is like another dipping. The black people use too much ranch, so
I'm a little afraid now. Lately, my stomach and bowels ain't been able to handle spicy chicken. I I'm a little afraid to put some or how the people say afraid. I'm a little afraid to put some hot sauce on anything right now, to be honest with you.
oh, okay. You're afraid?
Yeah, I'm afraid because all that stuff is seasoning salt. Think about it like this: how people say Kleenex. Kleenex is a brand. Kleenex is not
Right.
tissue.
Mm-hmm.
But people say, "Give me some Lowry's."
Mm-hmm.
Lowry's is an actual type of
Seasoning
seasoning
salt.
salt,
Yeah.
but
Some
or
people that's the only seasoning salt they know.
right,
Mhm.
right. And we do that with a lot of stuff. Frank's Red Hot put that what's the commercial season?
I
You put
put
that
that on
on.
everything.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Ever since Frank started getting popular, that's the only hot sauce I buy now. It's weird because we used to. Mom has what probably Louisiana, whatever.
Yeah, that's the one that yeah.
I mean, if I see it first, I'll grab it. But the way store shelves are now, Frank's is really the first thing you see.
We had a meeting to go to a week or two ago, me and mom, and there were peppermints in a bowl on the table. Man, I wish I could remember because it's gonna make a difference. I believe they were the soft pepper, not soft, but the ones that we eat. They're kind of round, but they're when you start sucking on them, they melt in your mouth quicker.
Mhm. Yeah,
Somebody said white people don't eat those.
I don't believe that.
I never thought
I
about it
don't
either.
believe. I guarantee you, if I gave one to a coworker, they would say, "Yeah, they've had that before."
That I want
I
us to
don't.
test that out on some white people because I'm like they
I,
said they
I
only eat
don't.
the hard ones.
I don't think that's exclusive to people of a certain persuasion.
Now there
Now,
are things
well,
that
no, white people eat Werther's originals, but I would say like you got to think of a more like old black lady in the purse item. But like I mean, I love Werther's from multiple reasons, but
I've never seen a white person eat the strawberry candy. You know what I'm saying?
see, that's different. That's different.
I've never seen a white person eat that.
Do you ever? I've never seen those in a store. I'm not gonna lie. The
I
little
know.
strawberry candies that your grandma have in her purse at church. I've never seen that in a store.
I know. Sometimes they used to sell them either around Valentine's or Christmas. I don't remember which one,
Mm.
but yeah, I don't know where people get them from. I used to love those.
No, they're good. They probably got them from the dollar store.
Yeah, yeah. That's where I've seen them. Is in a dollar store. But ooh.
Mentioning dollar store. Okay. I felt bad about this, but now I'm like, whatever. So my boss recently retired and I was buying a card and I was like, I'm buying from dollar store.
Mhm.
And I was gonna get her a Starbucks gift card as well. You
Mhm.
know they got gift cards in the dollar store in Dollar Tree?
Well, because stuff is not $1 anymore.
Yes, but so I didn't think about that. So I bought like a $20 gift card and a card. And
Mhm.
then, I guess old people do this. I put the receipt to the gift card in the
Mhm.
card just in
Mhm.
case, and the person swiping it looked like they were having trouble. So
Mhm.
I said all that to say, so, I signed the card, close it. And then I'm like, I just showed my boss that I'm cheap. I bought this from the dollar store, but
It
it's still a
said
$20
dollar. Oh,
Starbucks
because you put
card.
the receipt in
Yeah.
there.
So it
Yeah.
shows that I went to Dollar Tree
Well,
to get her this card.
that brings up a question, and you are more uh, versed in corporate America, but not just corporate America in general. Are there how should I say minimums on gifts we give to people? Like
Mm.
like
I
in a
really think
situation
it
like
depends on your relationship with the person.
mm,
But also you got to think about perception. You don't want to really seem like you cheap. Like, I don't know. Like, would you give your boss a $10 Starbucks gift card, or should 20 be the minimum?
I'm treading lightly on how I answer this because I don't want anybody who's watching
Oh,
who
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I get it.
gives
But you
me
get what I'm saying. So I think that question, and only you know the answer to that question. I'm saying to anyone watching, like only you know the answer to that. Like, yeah, I was like, ugh.
I'm
I
just
just don't feel like
wondering.
and the price is like, what I'm saying? Like, the prices, so it's like, oh, they get one drink. At least 20, like you can technically get two drinks. Like,
Yeah, I
I don't
guess
know.
I'm just wondering in these different circles like corporate America, is there a don't give nobody anything less than $20? Is
I don't know. I don't know. Because no, because if someone gives you a gift and it has other parts to the gift, then you know what I'm saying? That
mhm,
$10 gift card is not that bad. If you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not
It's an
yeah,
interesting
I
thing.
can't really say what I want to say, but yeah, there are I think okay, I'll put it like this. Especially if you're gonna go to the extent of putting it in a card and you sign the card and all this other kind of stuff. Don't put $3 in the card.
Well, that's different. That's totally different. That's totally different.
Like, don't let the card cost more than the money in the card.
That's true.
Like,
Some of these cards be taxing, man. All right, let's get to the
and
point.
it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, and that's what I said. It depends on your relationship with the person. Because if
Mhm.
someone knows, oh, they were just trying to be nice, or
Yeah.
or on the flip side, if it's like, now I know they got enough money to give me this, like that's different. It depends. It's situational.
Now, to the lady who sends me a $2 bill every month, I'm not talking about you. That's different.
That's different.
That's yeah, that's cool and sentimental
Mhm.
Yeah, that's different. That's
Yeah.
different.
All right. Now, y'all, when I first brought up this story, Micah had a lot of things to say about saying that Gayle King, they were just gonna have her obituary ready. Well, Monday, her and what 5 other women went into space, had some zero gravity for a couple minutes, and came back to Earth safely. First, let's just talk about that. That was I watched it. Did you watch it? No, you didn't.
No, because I don't believe in that stuff.
They went to space. They didn't get out.
Um,
And they were for Blue Origin or whatever, Jeff Bezos owns it. They were, after they landed, they've sent, I think, 52 people to space.
now,
So it ain't 52 lives, bro.
5-10 years from now, when all these people got cancer or they
That's not
children,
the same thing as you saying they didn't go. They did go.
right. But why Gail face look like that?
So her face looked like that because she is one scared of flying. So she was going to space. She was scared of flying. You didn't watch the video then. You didn't watch the link that I sent you. Click the video. You got to click it to understand. So basically, so everyone had to ring the bell as they were getting ready to walk across the platform to get on the space shuttle. And so everyone's ringing the bell like, oh, yeah. And Gail was scared as heck. And so she rang the bell. This is going viral. Like she's become a meme. She like she's about to use the bathroom on herself.
Yeah, she was nervous.
And it has become a meme now. Like
space flight since
19. But yeah,
it has become a meme. Literally, like people are posting. I shared with someone. It said, if I send you this, it means WTF are we about to do? One said, if I send you this, it means I ain't have a good day at work. I saw one meme that said, this is my face heading into the job I prayed to God for.
Yeah, she started second guessing that thing right in that moment.
And so they did an interview after, and she said, I was just so focused on getting in the seat. And she said once she got in the seat, she thought her training would kick in, so she wouldn't think about it anymore. I didn't know she had fear of flying. You got a person who's afraid of flying, and you're going into the air hundreds of miles per hour. Like, that's crazy. Oprah was there to watch it.
Because look, Oprah don't go to nothing. Why would Oprah be there? Oprah thought Gail was about to lose her life. That's why Oprah went. Oprah said, you know what? Let me go and be there for these last moments.
Gail's face. That honestly, that would have been the face you would have made. You would have made that face.
Oh yeah. I'd have. First of all, I would ask them, can I have on a Depend?
She said someone mentioned you can wear a diaper.
Look, I would have came back there. I said I'm wet, or I'm funky. I would mess around.
And then she also said, like Katy Perry went with them, and she said the whole time in training they were trying to get Katy Perry to like sing a song to like motivate them, and she was like, "I'm not singing." And they said when she got up there, she sang, "I See Skies of Blue." That song. What a Wonderful World. She sang.
Look, y'all, Steven singing a little bit.
Shut up. But so you would have first wore some Depends.
Yeah.
And so you still wouldn't do it.
And I possibly might have urinated on myself on purpose just so I could have said I peed in space. Like, that's cool.
What?
But no, I'm not doing that. No. God did not intend for us to go up there.
You don't know that.
No.
That's the same thing. God didn't intend for us to swim. God didn't intend for us to fly planes. God didn't intend us to do this.
All of them falling out the sky now, so I don't know.
I saw you said in church. I saw your announcement.
Look, because Sister Pam Williams texted me that. And that's what she said. She said, pray that they stay in the air.
You said the AK is going to their regional convention. They said, pray that the planes stay in the air.
like, I'm just reading what their prayer request was, and I was like, I really hope, because I would really feel bad if something happened to their flights, one of their flights.
You should feel bad about anyone's flight. What do you mean?
Yes, but I'm just saying, I don't know. That's different. Didn't somebody die last week? No, or we never did talk about George Foreman dying, did we?
No, I only texted it to y'all. His
Yeah,
funeral was Monday.
yeah. Not congratulations.
What?
Condolences to
I cooked on the Foreman grill Sunday too. I made quesadillas.
condolences to him and all his sons that have the same name.
Oh yeah, that is true.
That's crazy. His reason for doing it is kind of, I get it, but that's still crazy.
Mm. Yeah, that is. I mean, naming multiple sons. Are all their names George?
I think it's 7 boys and I don't know how many girls, but all of them are George, whatever his middle name is, Foreman. Like all of them have the exact same name.
Why? What was his reasoning?
Something along the lines of he built such a great name and he wanted them to have that name to be able to like live off of it. But he said they could either live up to it or ruin it.
Mm.
And he just went overboard with the logic. Like it makes sense for one, not for all of them. It's,
Interesting.
yeah. Could you imagine me and you having the same name right now?
Well, you would be Stephen the Third.
But no, I don't think they did it like that. I think they just
Well, yeah, I mean, legally to do that, you have to have the same exact name.
yeah. But he I don't know. That's crazy. Now it can be beneficial when people die to have the same name.
What you mean?
I was trying not to give an example, but let's say hypothetically speaking, when our dad died, Stephen would be able to do different things and people not know that dad was dead because your name is
Oh,
Stephen Dow.
I thought you meant something else.
What you thought I
Because
meant?
you meant like saving money on like a program, like I don't know,
I'm talking about
something that you got the name
yeah.
printed on.
I want to share a story so bad, but maybe I shouldn't.
We're not going to share that story. Thank you.
Well,
No,
I'm innocent. So
I'm innocent, but we're still not going to share that on the internet. Thank you.
no, you're not innocent.
I
Okay.
am. What do you mean?
Okay. I'm glad you were there that day because if I had been by myself, it would not have worked. But okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. So,
You do know what I'm talking about. You just trying to save face. You do know
or
what I'm talking
what they teach officers to say. I do not recall.
about. Man.
On or about this day, I do not recall.
My weekly bringing up not your representative, but Crockett.
Mhm.
I was watching a video of her the other day, her and Marjorie Taylor Greene, because MTG is the ranking or the what you call it, the chairwoman of the whatever committee that is,
Mhm.
and it just was funny seeing them interact with each other, and MTG was maintaining her composure.
Oh, they were
And
cordial. I haven't seen the clip.
yeah, for the most part they were. Jasmine Crockett was still being herself, but yeah, for the most part they were. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she wasn't biting the bait. Not that day.
Well, good.
Yeah.
All right. This story it has people scratching their heads. I don't understand it. A Florida assistant principal told a student to rub her feet. The student was in trouble. And while in the office, according to 2 witnesses and the victim, the assistant principal, who has a PhD, told the victim to rub her feet since he didn't have anything better to do with his hands. That's according to police press release. He got in trouble for throwing paper. She, quote, then removed her shoes and placed her legs on his lap and did as he was told. And he did as he was told. And it goes further. I just don't feel like sharing it all, but she made some statements that administrator should not say to a child.
Were they like sexual or aggressive or what?
Sexual, but not like what you think. Like she was saying, like I think she said he wouldn't have success by because he don't know how to rub feet or something. It's something that administrators should not say, regardless of what was said. Yeah, I
He ain't,
shared.
gonna, he ain't gonna get nowhere in life because he don't know how to rub feet.
I
Yeah, that's weird.
I shared this video. So Fox has Fox has like a Fox Soul channel, but they have the show that's broadcast out of Houston, and it's called Fox Soul Face Off. And I want you to hear how this commentator described it.
Funky Feet Lork took off her shoes, put it in the young boy's lap, and told the young boy to rub her feet. You know, you just can't make this up, man. Life is stranger than fiction now. Here's Dr. Kivia Lork, an assistant principal, one of the top administrators at the school.
Where's the lie?
A young boy accused of throwing paper in class, 13 years old. The method she chose to discipline him after being sent to the office was not putting a young man in a classroom for bad behaving young men, not stripping him of privileges,
Bad behaving
not
young man.
suspending him, but she told him to rub her funky feet. So Dr. Funky Feet Lork took off her shoes, put it in the young boy's lap, and told the young boy to rub her feet.
That's bad.
And then made sexual words, connotations toward the young man, called him sexual hot chocolate. And then she got
This is
upset
according to the police.
and told the young man you wasn't doing the job good enough. This is the assistant principal.
Jesus Christ.
Man,
Why, man? Why?
teachers.
What's your reaction to that?
That's wild. Teachers and administrators, especially in black schools, they do things that probably aren't. And I'm not saying appropriate as in like sexually appropriate. I'm just saying appropriate as and all of us, we were fine. But she went too far, rubbing her feet.
And then actually took her shoes off to do it. Like saying it and joking and keep walking is one thing, but actually like waiting till he did it, that is, if true, that is crazy.
Now this is still wrong. Let me say it 2 more times. Wrong. It's wrong. But I could see if, I don't know, he was caught in class touching a girl and the girl didn't want him touching her, and the assistant principal then said, you know what, you want to touch on the girl, come touch my feet. And then it's still wrong, but I can see it then.
But still also don't follow through on that.
Yeah, I said it's wrong. See how many times I said
No,
it's
I'm
wrong?
saying then also don't follow through on the like saying it is wrong enough, and then following through on it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, especially the way stuff's set up now. I'd be scared to work around kids or women or white people or or really anybody, because everything's so damn. I mean, so doggone like just sensitive and stuff now. I just That's just like, I don't see how they do it. Men who coach girl teams.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be caught dead.
One claim, whether you are not doing anything or not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. All right, to round out the show, what were you about to say now?
No, I was just about to say, because for real, like all it takes, even if you get exonerated,
somebody can still search something.
Yeah, that's I would not coach no girl team.
In a lighter news, Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter's numbers are going to be retired at Colorado. This will happen, I think, this weekend or something coming up. Now, Travis Hunter won the Heisman. Get that? Shadur Sanders set a lot of records, did a lot of things. Do you think both their numbers should be retired? Now, again, Deion Sanders and those two young men brought that program to a level that it hasn't been in decades. But is it worthy enough? I mean, Hunter, I get he won the Heisman. Like only one person a year wins the Heisman. That I think that's worthy enough to retire your jersey. Should Shedeur Sanders' jersey be retired?
No, like you said, Hunter. Yes, that's all of them dream of, other than winning a national championship. If you can get the Heisman Trophy, everybody dreams of that. Because see, if you win national championship, the whole team win that. Like I said, Heisman, only one person. That's different. So yeah, him cool. Shedeur only getting it because of his dad.
I mean, well, Shedeur broke records at the school. He did break records.
But to retire your jersey,
I'm saying record holders get things retired. I'm just playing both sides.
But I'm saying, okay, get it retired for his 20, 30 year anniversary, not now. Like, I'm saying, I just don't think he did so amazing for it to be retired now, is all I'm saying. It's too soon. I don't think they do that like that with most people.
I mean, yeah, most schools take some time. I mean, okay, perfect example. And I know basketball and football are different. Okay, Asia Wilson for South Carolina got her jersey retired this year. She left maybe 6 years ago, 7 years ago. But some people said, I mean, she got a statue. I think it was right before. Was it when she won her first championship or right before she won her? And some people said that was too soon. So, I mean.
Well, probably was, but also he's not no Asia Wilson, though. In his own right.
Records, he's going to the NFL.
He
could be a first round draft pick. I don't think he will, but I'm saying could
and
be.
I know one person doesn't carry a team. But when you look at somebody like, even though a lot of people don't like him, look at somebody like Tom Brady. I mean, yeah, but he didn't win. And I know the odds were stacked against him and all this other kind of stuff. But I'm just saying.
Okay, Travis Hunter didn't win. What you mean?
But
there's controversy with him getting the Heisman. I thought he should. There's controversy about him getting the Heisman.
Well, whether you think he should or shouldn't, he got it. So that's different. I'm not saying he don't deserve this. That's different. I'm just saying Shedeur, I don't think if his dad wasn't the coach and he did everything that he's done, I don't think they would be giving this to him right now. Now, 10 years from now, and they look back and say, oh, he broke these records in the year that blah, blah, blah. Sure. But because see, now what's going to be real sad, and I'm not wishing this on him, I'm just giving a hypothetical situation of stuff that happens in real life.
Okay.
People going to be in such an uproar when he get in the NFL and there's some, well, literally that's the word the way I was about to word it. And there's some elevator video of him hitting on a woman. And
why would you say that?
Then they want to pull his stuff all back, take all the stuff away from him. I'm saying,
okay, but that could happen the year after. That could happen 10 years from now, and then
I know, but I use that example to say why.
But that's anyone. Same cap for Travis Hunter.
I know, but listen, what I'm saying is, when even talk about some of these buildings where people get their names put on buildings and stuff,
that's how some people didn't do it until they died.
That's what I was about to say. Is that's the reason why you wait to make sure that this person's not gonna mess up. Then unless they paid for it, that's different. But
okay, they paid for it. You still just gonna do it just because they paid for it?
There's plenty of names of people on buildings because they paid money.
I'm saying, okay, what if they do something bad?
Oh, well, then you take it off. But that's different.
But they paid for it.
But but you're getting it because you paid for it. You're not getting it because you earned it. That's different. He's earning this. So the question is, did he really earn his jersey to be? Because now, correct me if I'm wrong.
If you're going by school statistics, he did. But he broke school records. We're not talking about College Football Hall of Fame tomorrow.
And so
we're talking about that individual school.
So that means that nobody at Colorado can have his number.
Yes. For football.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't think that Shedeur should get it. Right. Not right now. That's just my opinion.
Hold on. I'm looking at did Shedeur Sanders make at Colorado? Because I know he did because he's on Fox. The commentator on Fox had one of the records that Shedeur broke this past season. I was trying to see if there was a quick stat, but I mean, you also have to look at it in the sense of the school. Colorado does not have a ton of. I mean, they used to be really good in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a ton of just great players. And so you had two guys that came and made a difference.
Yeah. I think the Deion's big wave is over.
You think so?
Yep. It's over. He's not about to really do nothing else.
Cause you think his money makers are gone?
Yeah. And all the hype and all that stuff.
At Colorado, Shedeur Sanders holds numerous records both at Colorado and his high school. At Colorado, he holds the school record for most passing yards in a season, breaking the previous record by someone whose names I can't pronounce. He did something else. He also holds the school record for passing touchdowns, completion percentage, and is among the top 3 in passing yards, attempts, and completions at his high school. But so I mean, he has multiple records at that school. I get what you're saying. You're just saying it shouldn't happen
now,
6 months after you finish playing.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. Because that ain't how you do it. It's so amazing. We've all seen, especially like high school, when it's 40 years later and the old man is going back to his high school, and you know that's how
they're trying to give you your flowers now. Somebody might not make it to 40. Somebody might not make it to 40 years from now.
But then you get it dead. That ain't. I just said
you don't get nothing. You dead.
Even in the NFL, they don't get in the Hall of Fame.
Correct. There's a waiting period. There is a waiting, and yeah. All right.
So I'm just saying, let's follow precedent.
That might not be the precedent at that school. We're talking about school. We're not talking about Hall of Fame.
Could be. That's true.
All right. That's it.
Y'all, I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. If you're trying to go buy a car or something, go ahead and go buy it. Because it might cost more next week. You see that he's starting to take stuff out and say electronics don't count.
It was messing up the economy.
Yeah.
He was like, ooh.
But we gotta love him anyway. He's our president. Yeah, we're called to love each other.
You respect.
We're called to love one another.
You are.
Like Christ loved the church.
Y'all go to somebody's church on Sunday.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Whether it's the park or Concord or anywhere between or around, go to church somewhere on Sunday or Friday or Saturday, because some churches they have services all weekend. But
you got 7 last words?
No, we are having a Good Friday service, but it's just one person. When are you coming to Atlanta?
Saturday.
Okay. What time?
I swear you the only person from Atlanta that emphasized that doggone T. Jesus.
No, I said it like that on purpose.
Jesus.
But
I landed 10.
Okay, if you want to go with me, I got to go to a birthday party. If you want to go with me.
Okay, bye guys.
I even don't want to go to the birthday party.
Bye guys.
Right. Bye. Y'all have a great week.